National Intelligence Service. But I'll say this, data, and this is something that is very unpopular, data is showing that the young people are not really even going to vote in 2027. Because what is the incentive of these young people going to vote in 2027? You know, people say the Gen Zs are going to vote, the Gen Zs are going to vote. What is the data showing that these people are going to vote in 2027? Because that as per now, it's showing that only last time about 13% of this age group of the Gen Zs voted last time. What is the incentive? To remove Ruto? Is that the incentive of them going to the ballot? I've not seen yet an incentive that will take these young people to the ballot. But just in response to the question that you had also asked him, why is this government having a hard time to deliver or probably share what they have been doing for the last year? Last year on July 19th, 2024, I met the president at State House, and some of the people who were at that time who were present that meeting, the likes of Dennis Itumbi, and I told the president this: the reason as to why you are having a lot of problem, especially in delivering or even communicating, is because when somebody comes to power, there are certain people called the gatekeepers of power. And Ruto bypassed these gatekeepers of power, and that's why he's having a really huge problem. And in the Kenyan context, we have 5 gatekeepers of power. We have the media, we have the opposition, we have the national intelligence system, and we have the bourgeoisie, those who finance those who get into power. So if you look at these 5, you look at who are, the 5 was the military, you look at who are on the side of the government and who are against government. So you have the National Intelligence Service system, which is not working so much in your favor. You have the media, which is not so much working for you well. I mean, in the media front, and we don't mean just mainstream media, even on the digital space, it's not so much working so much in your favor. But you have the opposition. So if you look at the gatekeepers of power, the bourgeoisie, and to say the truth, these are the Mount Kenya elites who finance elections, they're not supporting the president. And that's why I think the president has been having a lot of problem to deliver this. As to whether the young people would be, you know, the thing about young people is that they're very volatile. They can decide even in 2 weeks, let's create a momentum of removing Ruto. And it can be that. I think that's one thing. I don't know if the intelligence service system has been alerting the president. These people are extremely volatile, and even in a month or so, they can create a certain wave. And
do you think like the actions we saw yesterday by police and the government against